Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday. And of course, every Tuesday we take a look at the performance of the main board for the New Zealand Stock Exchange, being the NZX50. Some pretty exciting news this week, which is really cool. Before I jump across and share my screen, just remember that this is for educational purposes only. Definitely not intended to be personalised financial advice. For that, you do need to go and have a chat to your own financial advisor. Right, let's take a look. Right, so I've got the gross index for the NZX50 up on the screen, and my biggest bit of excitement is yabba dabba do. Look at this. This was the close on Friday, and you can see here that it closed higher than it's ever closed. If I just go back out to all, you will see here that, yes, this is an all-time high. When I go into the all chart, it brings it down to monthly reporting. But yes, this is definitely an all-time high for the NZX50, which is brilliant. It's really encouraging. Let's hope that we can actually break through this. So let's go back to the 5-year chart. The thing that we've got here is that it opened exactly where it closed the week before, but obviously we've closed a lot higher, which is great. I would like to see our next candle be a positive one, and then that can certainly be a strong indicator that we maybe we'll be heading into a bull market. If the market closes down for the week, then obviously no, we're still heading in a sideways trajectory, which is just really a sideways holding pattern. Now, I am recording this on Monday morning, and the market's been open a couple of hours, and we're down 0.07% or just under $10 already for the day. So it's nothing that's negligible for the gross index. But that's what I'd like to see, is have another positive week and break a little bit higher. And then, yes, definitely could be indicating that we're in for a bit of a bull market, which is great. The thing that I'm looking at here too is the volatility. So that ATR figure there, just divide that by where the market is currently. And I did this the other day, and we're under 2% volatility, which is great. I like to see that under 5%. So that's something just to keep an eye on as well. Let's go and put our moving averages on and just see how they are looking. We'll use the 30 week. You can see here, yes, we're trading above that, which is great. And let's also put on the 15-week moving average. And there we go. You can see that the market is trading above both of those, both on the weekly chart. And if I click down here for the 1 year, it is also doing the same on the daily chart, which is great. Now, I'm pretty excited about this for our main board, simply because we've not seen the market at these highs before. And also the fact that we've had such a good, strong candle there for last week was really good. And even if I look down the bottom here, which is our volume candle, you can see that last bar chart is quite a strong green one. So that too is encouraging, because we want to see more buyers coming into the market and obviously driving these good positive weeks. We also want to see if there's a little bit of a sell-off. We only want to see very, very low volume. So we only want to see a few people participating in any downward movements on the market, rather than big candles like we've got back here in December last year, or even March this year. You've had a couple of really big, strong volume candles, which is not a good indicator for the market at all. But so far, we're looking great, and let's hope that it can continue. If I go back onto the 1 year chart, which is showing the daily candles, you can see here that we've had 5 days in a row. So every day last week was a positive day for the market, and that is good to see, because obviously the more green candles we have, the more positivity there is in the market as well, which is something that we want to look out for. The other thing, I'll just go back to that 1 year again. The other thing that we just need to keep an eye on, this RSI down here, it's a relative strength indicator. So I've said before that anything up over sort of the 80 mark considers that the market, or the share, if you're looking at an individual share, is overbought. Anything below 20 is oversold. Now, overbought does not mean sell, and oversold does not necessarily mean buy. But if you're looking at it on a daily chart, which I am looking at it here, the only little caveat is you can see that it started pointing downwards. That is something just to bear in mind, because if I'm looking for an individual share to buy into, then I would want to make sure that that was still actually facing upwards rather than downwards. But that's just a little thing. It's not a super game changer at this stage. We just want to see what the market is going to do, but it is obviously it's there. So we just need to keep an eye on it just to see what is going to happen. But yay, I feel pretty excited about that. It's been a long time coming that since we've been up at these highs. And in fact, if I go back to the oil chart, the last time it was up at this level was about August 2021, and we had a closing period there of 13,218. So we're a couple of $100 above that, which is really good. I hope that's helped. I really hope that's helping with your share trading journey. I've got a bit of a goal, so I'm just going to leave it there. Come back on Thursday. We are going to take a look at Genesis Energy. And like normal, if there is a share that you would like to take a look at, or if there's something you'd like to learn on the share market, just reach out. I'm happy to help. And I certainly try to get through and address all the lovely feedbacks and comments that I get from everyone. So it's great. And it helps me to produce, obviously, more videos that are going to be educational for you. So until Thursday, take care.